Hi, and welcome to my corner of the universe. This is a weekend update. So I've been cutting out some felt, some little kind of petal things, and they're working very nicely. I've embroidered around the edge and just done a little gather. And the step 3 is to now add them to a cookie or chocolate mold and glue them with a little bit of watered down sort of tacky glue or Mod Podge or something like that, and just give them a chance. Oops, that's probably too much in that one, but it doesn't matter because it's going to dry relatively clear. So I just add a little bit of glue in there, and then I'm going to set them on the heater for a few hours. It'll probably take till tomorrow morning till they're totally dry for it to have set, and then they become they'll stay in the shape, um, which I think should be quite pretty. And then I have to do the centers and then put them on their final space, which should be quite good. I don't think that's quite enough on that one. We'll see how we go. It's me either adding too much or too little, but as it dries quite clear, it's fine. So this weekend I'll be catching up on Friday's homework. I'm taking a little bit of a course in reviewing how to use Ecamm, which is the streaming platform I use to do these sorts of things, and how I use to set up the cameras or set up my pages so that I can record easily and have everything that I need. But it was Friday the 13th in March. It's been kind of a weird weekend. So Friday the 13th, and then woke up on, gosh, was it Saturday or Friday? I'm getting very confused. We had a water, woke up, I think it was Saturday morning. I woke up and I had no water. And it was a burst pipe in the region. And that lasted for me, till the afternoon. But I didn't, but I had gotten some bottles of what I thought were sparkling water in one of my last grocery runs, but it wasn't sparkling water. It was just regular water. So I did have things I had water to make coffee and tea, which, as we all know, is kind of the essential for starting a day. Kind of a weird day that way. And see, these are great because the candy molds, I think, work really well. I have some larger ones and some smaller ones, and I'm always on the lookout for inexpensive ones that I can repurpose for this sort of thing. And then Sunday was Mother's Day, and last year I did kind of an homage to my mom and just some memories, but this year I decided to concentrate on my own mothering. And as most of you will know, is I have no children. I either have no children or I have thousands. And some days it feels like I have thousands, and I have no children that I personally gave birth to. However, I have children. I have 2 cats, so I am a cat mom. And both of my boys came and sat on my lap yesterday, which is not something that they normally do. So I was really, really grateful for that, for their little moment We love you, Mom. I suspect it was still had treats as an end goal, but it wouldn't be a kid if they didn't have an end goal in mind either. And I am just really grateful there were no hearts or flowers involved, especially the ones that are attached to other critters that get left. Anyway, we'll talk about mouse again another day. Yikes. So, but it was a really nice day. Cold, but nice. Rainy, but nice. So, as we head towards the Ides of March tomorrow, oh, well, let's hope that it all goes well. So, from my corner of the universe to yours, stay safe out there. If you can manage a hug to someone, with their permission, of course, I think you might need it. I've got this really weird feeling. Anyway, be safe. Have a good day.